Hi guys, this Jazz from Oasis Demis. Welcome to today's class. Today I'll be showing us how to design a logo using Adobe Photoshop. I'll be achieving this using Photoshop CC 2023, and I believe this can also be achieved with any Photoshop at your disposal. After doing this, I'm going to do the presentation using Adobe Photoshop. So ensure you stay with me to the very end. If you are not yet a subscriber, click on the subscribe button and activate the post notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime we post new tutorials. Without further ado, sit back, relax, and journey with me. So this is my Illustrator environment, and I'll be working on 900 pixel by 900 pixel. In other classes, I'm going to break down how to actually start our journey with Adobe Illustrator. So what I want to work on will be a logo for a real estate company, and I'm going to name this Maverick. Yeah, it's just a random name, right? This project is not real. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to coin my logo out from the first letter of this word, which is letter M. I already have idea of what I want to do. I'm going to show us that. So I'm going to activate my brush tool and then go like this. I'm working with my mouse, so permit me if this is not as smooth as it's meant to be. So I'm going to replicate the same thing at the other side, just like this. Exactly. All right, with this you can already see letter M, and you can see the doorpost. So I'm just going to position my windows here, just like this. So we are going to keep a copy of this, and this will serve as a guide to us for our design. I'm going to reduce this and possibly just position it outside our work area, just like that. So the next thing I'm going to do, same thing, I'm going to reduce this and just position it anywhere I want. The next thing I'm going to do is to come to my rectangular grid. You might have your own as the line segment tool. Under it, you are going to see the rectangular grid tool, and I actually want to draw my grid. My grid will actually help me with working on my logo for alignment's sake. So I'm going to right click, and under here, I'm working on 900 by 900. So I'm going to set this to be 900, this also to be 900, this number to be 30, or I can work with 60. Let's say I'm working with 60. And then I will click OK. So I'm going to position it to be at the center of my workspace, just like this. Then I will come to View, under View, Guides, and I will make Guide, just like that. So after this, I'm going to lock this thing so that it should not be moving, because I'll be working on it. In order to lock this, I will come to this space here and click the padlock key will appear. So if you check this logo very well, now every logo designer know that every logo you see out there are a combination of shapes. So I'm going to break this down for us. Everything you see here can actually be achieved with the rectangular shape or the square shape, any one you want. So just follow me and journey with me. I bet you are going to enjoy this. So I will come to my tools here, and I will select the rectangular tool. In order to be able to achieve a square while using the rectangular tool, you make sure you press your shift key anytime you want to draw your shape. Anytime you want to draw your shape, click on your shift key. So under we already have the intercepts here. I will press my shift key and I will come down just like this. Exactly. So there is no filling. If you notice under the fill, there is no fill, but the stroke, we have it as black, and you can set it to any color you want. It can be red, but I prefer my own to be black. So no fill, but we have the stroke or the outline, anyone you call it, to be like this, and the thickness is just 1 point. You can see it can also be increased to be 2, but I think I like it at 1. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to paste what I copy on the shape. The shortcut is to press Ctrl C to copy and Ctrl F to paste right in front. So I'm going to come to under edit. You can see copy. After you copy, come back here and then paste in front. So after this, I'm going to rotate what I already have. So I'm trying to adjust my workspace so that I will have a perfect view, and I'm doing this using my mouse and pressing the shift key on my keyboard. So I'll press shift in order to be able to rotate my shape. Yeah, just like that. I can zoom in. In order to zoom in, you zoom in with your scroll wheel and pressing the Alt key. So I'm going to take this up. Just like this. Yeah. So I'm going to zoom in like I mentioned earlier, so I can make the adjustment and make sure this is actually at the middle, and this also, obviously. So I will do the same thing, and I'm going to bring this down, press the shift key, and then click and hold my shift Alt, and press the hotkey and then the shift. The hotkey will make a replica of what we have, and then the essence of the shift key is to be able to drag it in such a way that it will be aligned. So I'm going to make the adjustment here. Make sure it's just touching each other. Just like this. Yeah, just like this. I'll check if this is also aligned. Okay, good. So the next thing I'm going to do is I will go to my rectangular tool again, and I will come here. I'll go like this. Exactly. Yeah, if you notice, we are actually following this. Can you see? It's looking similar. Don't worry, it will make sense in a few minutes time. So this is like our doorpost, and yeah, here we have. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my shape builder tool, and I will firstly click and drag to highlight all of this together, or you can press shift and be clicking on each layer, and then I will come to my shape builder tool, and I'm going to work on this to perfect my work. If you noticed, we have the plus sign underneath the cursor. So if I press the Alt key, it's going to change to minus. If I want to subtract here, I'll press the Alt key, I will click, I will come here, zoom in, I will click, because can you see it's looking like what we want. I will come here also, Alt key to click. Yeah, I'm going to subtract here also, obviously. This place I'm going to add, so I will not press my Alt key, I will just click and drag. Exactly. Here also click and drag, and here I'll press my Alt key and click and drag to subtract what we have here. Okay, so let me see to ensure this is perfect. I'm adding up what I have here. Good. Okay, so can you see this already looking similar to what we actually have as our draft? So let me see if this can be separated. Okay, not yet. There's still something to do. I think this come as a mistake from when we are trying to achieve the logo. We could have actually resolved this from offset. Okay, now what I'm going to do next is, since we have a problem like this, I will go to my line and I'm going to draw a straight line just like this. So this straight line is what I will use to separate them. So position the line to be middle, because I want to be able to separate these two shapes actually. It's not the most, but it's actually just my own idea. And I can actually leave it like that also, but I want to be able to give them different colors. So I'm going to do this, come to my shape builder tool, this go like this. Can you see? And I have them in two separate formats. Can you see this? Just like that. So with this, I can actually give them separate colors. Also. So the next thing I'm going to do is to give them, is to actually put a window here. So I'm going to draw my window, same principle. I'm going to replicate this by pressing Alt, position this here, highlighting these two, and then Alt Shift to position this down. So highlight everything and then position it right here, just like that. Okay. Yeah. With this, we already have our result. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to switch this in such a way that the stroke will switch to become the filling color. So just a simple click on the arrow key here, just like that. We already have our logo. We already have what we want our logo to look like. And then this word, I'm going to bring it here. Can make this smaller. Okay, so position this, change my font. Let's work with okay. I believe we can all see the font name that I choose. This runway. Okay, so Maverick Real Estate. I duplicated this text. I'll call this real estate. So I'm going to reduce this. Also change the font to something that is lighter, and also reduce it a bit more. or increase this and increase the line space, the space between the letters. Let me see how 200 work. Okay, I think I'm going to reduce the size of this more. I'm cool with the space, but I don't want it to be too big. And just like this, align and then centralize this. Okay, decentralized. Now, just like that. So let's make this lot more colorful and beautiful. Let's turn off the visibility of our grid. So can you see the draft you have here? We can delete this now, and then let's give this a color. Okay, let's come here and search for real estate company logo. Real estate company logo. And it's called real estate company logo. So we can actually pick color from whatever we see online here. Okay, without stressing ourselves, I just want double color. I want double color. I think I will like this. So I'm going to right click and make a copy image, come to Illustrator, and then press Ctrl V to paste. So I'm going to paste what I have, Ctrl V. Yeah, this is it here. So what I actually want to do is I want to sample the color here. So from here, we are going to learn how to use the eyedropper tool. Using the eyedropper tool, so I will just click what I want to apply the color on. Click this, activate the eyedropper tool. This is the eyedropper tool here. The shortcut is I, and then I will click on the color I want to sample. Just a click, just like that. So if I want to work on this color, activate my eyedropper tool and pick the color from here, just like that. Exactly. So the text, using the same principle, can you see this lots more interesting and fun, and this already looking lots more lively. And for the windows, I will prefer to use the same color I have here. So let me change the color of my real estate, so that, yeah, just like that. So I'm going to delete this. I'm going to group everything I have here together, pressing Ctrl G. What I have here also, I believe this aligned already. Yeah, it's aligned already. I'm going to group this as well, and then ensure everything is centralized. Good. Reduce a bit, and then ensure it's centralized with the artboard, just like that. So we have our logo. I believe this looks so simple, lively, and interesting. So let me see. Okay, I think I love the position of my window. Now I'm going to save this as a PSD file and then move it to Photoshop and make a presentation. So I'm going to come to File, Export, and then Export As. So here I'm going to name it Maverick Real Estate logo. So I will, under the Save As, I'm going to pick Photoshop, PSD file, and then it export RGB 300 ppi. Okay, and I'll wait for it to load for a few minutes. So after this, I can then go to where I have my work saved. So this is the template I want to use for the mockup. Actually, this is the template I want to use for the mockup. I'm going to, in order to be able to achieve this, I'm going to come to order the smart objects. What I want to do is I want to replace where we have complaint. I want to put my logo there. That's how mockup work. The new logo I work on, I want to put it to replace this word complaint. So the smart object, I'm going to double click to open it. It will open to a new document. Once it's open to a new document, I'm going to click this again. Okay, so I'm going to bring in what I just worked on. I will press Ctrl O to open, and then look for where my logo is. Can you see? Marvel Real Estate. I'm going to open, and here it is. So I'm going to click and drag and position it to its new environment. I'll make simple adjustments from here. The words and everything will be adjusted. So I'm going to give this all left alignment. All left alignment. So I will reduce the size of this, position it at the space here. If you follow this process, you are going to have an amazing result as well. So after doing this, I will turn off the visibility of this. I will turn off the visibility of what we have here initially. I can enlarge this the more, and then after doing this, I'm going to press Ctrl S to save. Ctrl S to save. Allow this to load, and then come back here. Can you see? This looks so lovely and interesting, and we're able to achieve this in less than 20 minutes, guys. In less than 20 minutes. Okay, I'm trying to save this also, and here we are. Here we are with our final and amazing result. I believe this actually looks so cool and interesting, and this can actually be achieved by anybody. Just a desire to learn and a passion to try something new. Please, I would love it if you can leave a comment about this. What do you think? Do you think this too difficult? Do you think this actually very interesting and it's something you can actually try it out? Let me know how this is actually of help. And also, you can leave a comment on the next project you will love we work on together. And if you actually want me to work a particular tutorial, you can drop that in the comment section. I believe you've learned something new. Ensure that you hit the subscribe button if you have not, and share this with your friends and family. Until next time, cheers.